My husband and I have been married 9 years. We've had a lot of ups and downs, like most marriages. Earlier this year, I found out he had been looking at pornography. He claimed it wasn't an addiction, but he was doing it multiple times a day. It was affecting his job. He wasn't bringing in income. So we've had a lot going on with that. He started to act disconnected again recently. So I was looking at his laptop and kind of seeing what was going on. Noticed he was like doom scrolling and different things and not working again. I did notice that it was like a click where he was in his email in a photos folder. So when I clicked on it, there was the top email. The subject line was "My love." And when I clicked on it, it was luckily me, which I was honestly relieved. But it was photos of me that were taken without my knowledge, almost like what a stalker would take of somebody. I'm either naked or half naked, getting ready in the bathroom, putting on makeup, curling my hair, but the photos are him taking them from our room without, me knowing from a different room. I'm standing in the closet in some of them. And one of the creepiest ones, I have on a tank top and panties, and I'm sleeping, but I'm sleeping on my stomach with my leg kind of propped up, and he's pulled back the covers and was angling the photo in a weird angle. And it's so violating and disgusting for me to see these, and they're creepy. And I just don't, A, I want to know if I'm valid for feeling that way, and B, if this has been a repetitive cycle of him doing things like this behind my back, how do I approach this or even attempt to move on or I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, dude, I'm so grossed out on your behalf right now. The words...
Okay, well, at least it's good for you to at least say that. It validates my feelings.
You're not going to like what I'm about to say, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you need to get out of your house as soon as you can. Or he needs to get out of the house as soon as possible, okay? Very unsafe situation you're in. And you listen to my show long enough, I rarely say what I'm saying right now. Okay? Every one of your concerns and deep fears is 100% valid. The level of violation and is so grotesque. And I don't want to stoke your fears, but I'm just going to be honest. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know where he's posting those pictures. I don't know who he's giving those pictures to. I don't know who he's selling those pictures to. I don't know what he's doing with that stuff. And you don't either. But
I was afraid of that.
To that level of grotesque violation is so over the top. And it's pervasive. It's going on. It's not like you caught him taking a topless photo of you and y'all had a blow up and he was like, you know what I mean? It's not like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and they're over a period of time.
That's
too.
What I'm saying.
They started 4 years ago. And there's photos in the same folder, the ones that that I sent him, years ago with me lingerie. It's look at those.
I know, but listen. It's not about that's not the here's why I'm reacting so strongly to this. This isn't about I'm going to be crass. Is that okay? The getting off here is not the you unclothed. The getting off here, the allure here is not a guy looking at hot pictures of his wife. The allure here is the violation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a dangerous place to find yourself, especially in this day and age when those pictures can be anywhere. And so there is a radical difference between you taking a topless photo of yourself and sending it to him, which I got no problem with. I mean, they could end up anywhere, but that's not an issue. Or y'all mutually taking fine. This is something that is in gross violation. And it's hard to think, like, if he took these pictures of a neighbor through the window, it's a crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
It should be a crime inside your house, too.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's wrong at every level. And that's why I've got such a strong gut reaction, because this is pervasive, violating behavior.
So how should I approach it? Should I say anything to him, or should I
Does
bring
he
in
know?
No, he doesn't know that I know yet.
Okay.
It's only been like 3 or 4 days.
Okay. I would make a copy of the folder is what I would do.
I did.
Okay. I would make a copy of the folder, and I would, if he's safe, if you can have a safe conversation, I would sit across the table from him and say, I expect you to be out by the end of the day. I got to figure out what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And again, I'm reacting very strong to this, but let me put it this way. This almost never happens in a vacuum like this. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
One photo that he snapped of you that you didn't know, that you find on his phone. Okay. I could hear I just wanted a picture of you while you're out of town. Like, it would be wrong and violating and disgusting and whatever, but I wouldn't react this strongly to that. That'd be a big problem. It'd still be criminal, yada, yada. But this is an ongoing secret thing. And if you can see where I'm going with this, it's escalating. I always want to look at trend lines.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing about snapping a picture of you in the closet. There's another thing about snapping a picture of you coming out of the shower. Now you're sleeping and he's physically, you see what I'm saying? This is like, it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
And that escalatory behavior, dude, there's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. And the next steps are, I need you to go call a therapist in your area, and or if you have a couple of trusted friends, or maybe even an attorney, and you ask yourself where you want to take this. Do you need a forensic attorney to go? I mean, a forensic technology person to go through the computer? It's just, you're going to have to start answering some of these questions for yourself and ask yourself how safe you are.
True. And luckily I have a good support system.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome. Does this happen with money too?
Yes. That's been most of the struggles in our marriage, is he's consistently going behind my back and spending money and doing different things too.
I would put a freeze on my credit report today so that nobody can open up anything without you knowing.
Yeah. Okay.
Where else does this show up? This sort of secret, behind your back, alternative world.
Just like little lies that I'll catch him in, and then big lies.
Like what?
Stuff that he'll lie about that's really silly. Like, he'll take our daughter somewhere and he'll explain the entire day and leave something out, and then she'll mention it. It just over time, it builds his character. And so I haven't trusted him in forever.
Yeah. There's no possible way I'm letting this man take my daughter anywhere.
Yeah.
Especially if he's taking her out and lying about where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that even makes my stomach sick. Sick. I didn't want to bring that up here, but that's where I was headed.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry to drop this on you, but my gut tells me you knew something was way wrong, huh?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. You just kind of have a sense or intuition sometimes. And I think I'm still in shock, honestly.
There you go. Yeah. And that's fair. When somebody's in shock, you have to get people around you that you trust, that you can say out loud. And if that means a professional, so be it. If there are friends that you trust or family members that you trust. But my expectation for the people who love you is that anybody who's like, well, hold on, they're out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because right now I'm seeking safety for myself and for my daughter. And if that means you got to go, I always like the idea of the offender leaving, but I know that's not so easy sometimes. I hate when somebody hurts somebody in this way, but then you're the one that has to take the kids and leave, right? But I also know that for expediency's sake, that's the way that has to happen sometimes. Have you done
Hmm.
a review of your finances?
Yeah, I do a lot because I'm usually the one figuring all that out.
Okay. So you've got a pretty good sense of where money is coming and where money's going.
Yeah, and he's kind of taken advantage of that over the years because I'm the one that provides more on this end, but then that gives me a little bit more confidence with this situation because I know I'll be fine.
Well, no, I'm wondering, do you have access to like his Venmo and Cash App and things like that? So you would know if there's $50 charges coming in here or $300 coming in there, that kind of thing.
Usually I just see it come out of our account, but it doesn't say what it is.
Okay. Every alarm system I have is going off right now, Ian.
Yeah.
And I want to encourage you, to always remember you're in the driver's seat with what happens next here. And I also want to tell you that my hope is that you'll be aggressive. But also, I'm not living in your house and in your skin, and it's way beyond me to tell you what to do next. Just know I'll sit with you. And my hope is that whether you take a legal route, which I hope you'll at least explore, a therapeutic route, like whatever you're doing next, that you'll have good people who will be ready to fight because you're in shock, and when the shock wears off, there's going to be a lot of exhaling and a lot of grieving and trauma coming. This is a kind of a violation that will stick with you for a while, so you got to have some good people around you. I'm so sorry, Ann. Thank you so much for calling, and thanks for allowing me to be direct and straight with you. But every single alarm I have is going off for you, for your daughter, and for God knows who else is involved. So get the help you need starting ASAP.